Today we're going to be talking about the time that I ate way expired Captain Crunch. And when I say way expired, I mean months. How it started was pretty much just like any time you eat cereal. It was the morning time. I was feeling a little peckish, as you usually are. I reached for some cereal, but there wasn't any, so I had to go out, look in the pantry for some cereal, and I found Captain Crunch. Little did I know that this would turn out to be the worst Captain Crunch I've ever eaten. And I wasn't a huge fan of Captain Crunch in the first place, never really ate it too much, but I wasn't going to complain because there wasn't much else to eat. So, I sit down with my Captain Crunch, I eat it, and then I go about my day. About halfway through my day, I start feeling pretty bad, like pretty under the weather. And I get to the point where I'm like, I'm so done with everything, so I just go home, I relax. I'm thinking maybe it's because I haven't eaten anything since that Captain Crunch this morning. So, I go and get something to eat. Probably chicken, something really basic. I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't keep a log of what I was eating, but it wasn't probably anything creative. I don't cook well, and when I do, it's by accident usually. And so I sit down with my meal, thinking this will make me feel better. It doesn't. More time passes. That meal decides to fuck with me because I'm already feeling bad. So then I go start feeling pretty bad, like again. But this feels worse. I feel sick, extremely sick. So I run to the bathroom, like I'm sprinting. And I don't think my toilet had seen anything of the likes of this. This was terrible. I was on the toilet for probably a solid hour. I don't want to talk about it. It was bad. Was not good, is what I'm trying to get across. And then I go lay down, thinking maybe I got it all out of my system. I was there for a while after all. Hopefully there's not much left. And then I just take some melatonin, go to bed. It's pretty early, but I'm feeling sick, so why not go to bed early? It's probably good for me. I wake up the next morning, considerably worse. I look bad. You know when you look bad, and you're like, you can tell someone's sick, they just look awful. Pale, usually. But I went and tried to do a few things. Immediately went back. Stayed home for the rest of the day. By the end of that day, it had gotten way worse. And instead of having me sit on the toilet, this shit thought it was going to play with me, so it made it come back up my mouth hole. So, this was a shock to me, because up until this point, it had just been like, it had stayed to my bottom half, let's say that. But no, this came back with a vengeance. This was going to get slapped across the face. Awful. And I don't throw up too much, so this was a big surprise for me. I can probably count on a single hand how many times I've thrown up. I hadn't been this sick since I was little and I grabbed a newt. I grabbed a newt and I must have got it near my mouth and I got really sick from that newt. And that's another story though. I'm not going to get into that. But for the next few days I felt pretty awful. It was pretty much more of the same. Nothing exciting. But that's how Captain Crunch got me violently ill. You don't have to. It's just a mild suggestion, but if you could like and possibly subscribe, and if you're feeling really nice, you could go down to the description, that's what it's called, yeah, and check out my Twitch, because the Twitch algorithm sucks. Discovery on Twitch sucks. I don't like streaming to nobody. If you enjoyed anything, I know I'm really boring, but if you enjoyed anything here, then there's a lot of the same on my Twitch. Toodaloo.